Ever feel like you're stuck in a rut? Like you want to do something, but you just can't seem to get started?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think we all have those moments.
Right. Well, today we're diving deep into this productivity technique that claims to help with exactly that.
And it's been super popular lately. You've probably heard of it, the 5-second rule.
Exactly. We're going way beyond just the surface level, though, with Mel Robbins' book.
The 5-second rule, stop waiting, start doing.
It all boils down to a simple countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to break free from procrastination.
Sounds kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Does it actually work, though? That's what we're here to find out.
The psychology behind it is actually really interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
So our brains, they're hardwired to avoid anything risky, right?
Yes, so yeah.
So when we think about stepping outside our comfort zone,
Like starting a tough project.
Exactly, or speaking up in a meeting,
Uh-huh.
our instinct is to hesitate.
Makes sense.
That hesitation, it's driven by fear, and it can totally paralyze us.
Oh, I know that feeling.
So that's where the countdown comes in.
Okay, so it's like a mental trick to outsmart our own brains,
Yeah, you could say that. It's about interrupting those thought patterns.
but is counting down from 5 really enough to disrupt like a deep-seated fear response?
Well, think of it as a pattern interrupt. You're shifting your focus from anxieties to a simple action.
Okay, so instead of getting caught up in what-ifs,
You're doing something concrete. You're taking charge.
and that breaks the fear-based hesitation.
Yeah, you act before those doubts can really take hold. It's like hitting reset.
So you're not eliminating the fear.
No, not necessarily. It's more about how we react to it.
Got it. The book really pushes this idea of speed, though, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It says success belongs to those who move fast.
That's like a call to action right there.
Definitely. There's a huge emphasis on acting quickly before doubt creeps in.
Like ripping off a Band-Aid,
Kind of. It's similar to other techniques like the Pomodoro technique.
where you work in focused bursts.
Exactly. The 5-second rule focuses more on that initial hurdle.
Getting started the hardest part for a lot of us.
Exactly.
Like hitting the snooze button every morning. You know, that battle between staying cozy and actually getting up.
Oh, yeah. Classic example. Could the 5-second rule help with that?
Uh.
Absolutely.
How?
Picture this. Your alarm goes off.
Ugh.
You're tempted to hit snooze, but instead you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh.
You use that momentum to throw off the covers and get out of bed.
So you're tricking your brain into action.
Basically, the countdown bridges the gap between thinking and doing.
Interesting. But could this lead to making impulsive decisions?
That's a good question. The 5-second rule isn't about being impulsive with every choice.
Okay, so it's not about just doing whatever pops into your head.
No, it's about recognizing when fear is holding you back from something you know is good for you.
Like a calculated risk.
Exactly. It's about pushing past those barriers and taking control.
So when you've weighed the pros and cons,
Right, but you're still hesitant.
it gives you that extra push.
Precisely. Think of it as a tool to help you act on your intentions.
I like that. Now think about your own life. Where do you hesitate?
That's a good question.
Maybe you're putting off a project or a tough conversation?
Or even just trying something new.
Could the 5-second rule be the nudge you need? It's something to consider.
And here's something else to think about. Imagine using this consistently.
Like every day.
Every time you use the 5-second rule, you're building a habit of action.
Makes sense.
Those small acts of courage add up. They lead to personal growth.
So it's about shifting from hesitation to empowerment.
Exactly.
It's like taking those baby steps towards becoming the best version of yourself.
It really could be. That's the power of the 5-second rule.
Food for thought. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 5-second rule.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And to our listeners, remember, it's all about taking that first step and the rest will follow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Until next time, keep pushing those boundaries and see where it takes you.
You got this.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
Bye, everyone.